YouTube. Damn it. How did I just file that letter today and it's already gone? My cigarettes almost got crushed. I had them in my pocket and my girlfriend sat on me. Brand new pack. But anyway, I saved them. Anyways, my girlfriend's in the shower right now, getting ready to go to a youth rally with me. So while she's not here, figured I would go ahead and get this out of the way. Question of the day is, should the Dallas Cowboys trade Tony Romo? Now, Tony Romo is, you gotta ask, if you ask yourself that question, should the Cowboys trade Romo, you gotta ask yourself another question, which is, does Tony Romo give the Cowboys the best chance to win a championship, the best chance to win a Lombardi trophy? And the answers to those questions are going to be opposites. For example, if you say yes, he gives us the best chance to win, then the answer is no, he shouldn't be traded. If you say no, he doesn't give us the best chance to win, the answer is yes, he shouldn't be traded. So, Tony Romo, guys, I believe in the dude, 100%. 100% I believe in Tony Romo. You actually notice I'm using both my hands in this video. The power of webcam, my friends. No longer do I have to hold my phone out in front of me and my arm get tired as fuck, and then I don't know if you noticed, but in my other videos my arm kind of goes down, like I'll be like this and my arm will go down, like you won't be able to see my face, and it's just like the bottom of my chin or whatever. But I apologize for the noise background, guys, but I have to do this video outside because I needed a cigarette and there's no smoking in my girlfriend's house, so okay, but anyway, like I said, Tony Romo should not be traded. I 100% believe in that dude. He gets the job done, guys. I mean, so many people, so many Cowboy fans are Romo haters. Like, shit, dude. And it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's obvious Romo is the best chance that we've got right now to win. Who are they going to get if they trade him? The Pats ain't going to give up Tom Brady. Peyton's staying in Indy. Who are we going to get? Brady Quinn? Or trade him for draft picks and go with what the rumor is, which is that supposedly Jason Garrett really likes John Kitna as the quarterback, and so he's looking to trade Romo for draft picks, and he's going to work Kitna in as a starter. Jason Garrett, you listen to me. You listen to me. I have nothing but the utmost respect for you as the Cowboys head coach. Nothing but respect. You came in and you turned this program around. I've got more respect for you than I've had for any Cowboys coach. Wade Phillips, Bill Parcells, none of them seem to be able to get the job done. Jason Garrett, you came in, you turned this program around. I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. But I swear to God, if you do that, if the rumors are true and you really are trying to trade Romo for draft picks and work in John Kitna as your starter, That is the biggest dumbass move that you can make, Jason Garrett. That's the biggest dumbass move that you could make. John Kitna is 38 years old. 38. He's going to be retiring before too long. You've got to think about the long term. You've got to think about for the future. Stephen McGee, I really liked what I saw in him last season. The games that he did start, I really liked what I saw in him. He helped us beat the Eagles last game of the season. But Tony Romo, he's not all that young himself. Tony Romo is going to retire eventually. And I think that Stephen McGee is the next era for the Cowboys. I believe that eventually, after Romo is gone, Stephen McGee will be the starter in Dallas. But for right now, he's third string, and I like him there right now. I like John Kitna as backup. He proved that he can step up when he needs to last year. But also, more than that, I like Tony Romo as the starter. I really, really like this guy. I believe in him 100%. I would not have went out and spent $144 on his jersey if I didn't believe in the dude. You guys, you Cowboy fans that are Romo haters that are pushing to get rid of Romo, you need to think about what the hell you're saying, dude. Because, I mean, really, who are we going to get? John Kitna, yeah, he stepped up last year. But, in my opinion, right now, you got to remember that he only played half the season. And he did lose a couple of those games. John Kitna right now is not ready to lead this football team. Stephen McGee damn sure ain't ready to lead this football team. Who else are you going to get? Some washed up quarterback like Jake Delhomme? You got to think about what you're saying. Romo, not last season. I'm not even looking at his numbers from last season because he went out before the season was half over. Romo went out in week 6 out of 17 weeks. So, Romo, 2 seasons ago, when he actually played the full season, over 4,000 passing yards. 4,000 passing yards, guys. "26 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions. You cannot tell me that those are not the numbers of a championship quarterback. Tony Romo can get the job done, guys. But you got to remember that over the years, he hasn't really had the best team around him. He just now started getting good talent around him again. Everybody's talking about the Dallas Cowboys versus Minnesota Vikings game in the playoffs 2 years back. We got blown the fuck out. I think it was like 30-something to 3. Romo fumbled a couple times. He threw an ass load of interceptions. But where was his line in that game, guys? That was everybody's fault. Romo was throwing interceptions because his receivers weren't getting open downfield. And at the same time as his receivers weren't getting open downfield, his line wasn't holding up a pocket for him to be protected and be able to make good decisions. And Tony Romo is a scrambling type quarterback. But even Tony Romo cannot make magic happen with the line that he had in that game. It was too bad. Too many young guys. They weren't holding up the pocket, guys. You can't just look at his individual stats, guys. You got to look at everything around him. Because as the quarterback, yeah, it's your job to lead the team, But really, as a quarterback, you're only as good as your receivers are, and you're only as good as your line is. Think about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is probably the biggest, one of the only pocket quarterbacks that there is still in the NFL. Everybody else is turning into more like a Tony Romo kind of guy, running around and all that. Very few guys now do what Peyton Manning does, drop back, sit in the pocket for what seems like hours, and make a throw. You give Peyton Manning the line that Tony Romo had in that game against the Vikings, you tell me what the fuck he would have done. You give Tom Brady the line that Tony Romo had in that game against the Vikings, you tell me what the fuck he would have done. Exactly. You can't just look at the quarterback's individual numbers. You got to look at the numbers of everybody else around him. Like his interception numbers. He only played half the season this year, and he threw so many more interceptions than he threw 2 years ago when he played the full season. But look at it, guys. See, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I actually watched the games. And this isn't me just jumping to Romo's defense here, guys. You can look this shit up yourself if you don't believe me. I can't count the number of times Tony Romo would hit Jason Witten or Miles Austin. And even when John Kitna came in, it was the same thing. Romo would hit Jason Witten or Miles Austin or Roy Williams, Dez Bryant. Hit them right in the hands. They'd be wide open. No kind of defenders around them. And they do like a hot potato thing. I'm going to use this slider that sucks because I don't really care about it anyway. Tony Romo would throw it to him, hit him right in the hands. They'd be like, they just like bounce off their hands. And guess who's waiting right there? So stand right under the football and go, look what I found, guys. Another interception. Not Romo's fault. He did throw a couple of picks where he wasn't getting rushed at all, and he just made a bonehead move. But hey, everybody does that from time to time, even Peyton Manning. So stop hating. Stop hating. Bottom line is, Tony Romo is the best chance that we have to win right now. Like I said, you have to ask yourself another question. If you ask yourself, should he be traded? You have to also ask yourself, does he give us the best chance to win a championship? I promise you, within the next 3 years, hold on. Within the next 3 years, Tony Romo, at some point in those 3 years, will lead the Dallas Cowboys to a Super Bowl. You think about the other guys that we've had. Drew Bledsoe, Drew Henson, Chad Hutchinson. Who's the other one? Quincy Carter. All those other guys that were in between Aikman and Romo. They all have one thing in common. They fucking sucked. They had better talent around them then, even than Tony Romo has right around him right now. And they were sucking that shit up, guys. They were sucking it up. I've only got a minute left, so I'm going to hurry up. Like I said, it's not worth it trading Tony Romo, because you Cowboy fans and Romo haters got to think about what the hell you're saying. Who in the hell are we going to get for him? Tony Romo gives us the best chance to win a championship. Tony Romo gives the Dallas Cowboys the best chance to win a Lombardi Trophy. And within the next 3 years, Tony Romo will bring a Lombardi Trophy back home to Dallas. Tony Romo is the man for the job. Tony Romo belongs in Dallas. He will stay in Dallas. Tony Romo should not be traded.